Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, it's a Monday night. And on said Monday nights, you get your man right here, Cool McCain. And you also get on the other side over here, the other side, Playmaker. We in the building to bring you another episode of Monarchs of Wrestling. We're getting into it heavy tonight. Before we do,
this ain't no normal episode.
Shout out to 502 Angel Radio. Shout out to Real Wise Radio. And everywhere that you listen to this wonderful program in that, you'll be able to catch it on Rumble under the Cold as Ice Productions as well. So if you're on Rumble, you can check it out there too. But
Rumble now? Rumble
too, baby.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, you also can listen and watch live on the Playmakers Blog YouTube channel and on the Playmakers Blog Twitter page as well. Tonight, we switching it up. Too much stone went down to keep the normal routine, so we got to go in a different direction tonight.
As y'all can tell, Playmaker is very excited.
Hey, man, I caught a lot of wrestling last week, surprisingly.
Clearly.
Surprisingly, I caught a lot of wrestling.
We're going to start off with AEW tonight, y'all, so we're going to do a little flip. I want to say this. If Collision continues to carry on the storylines from Dynamite as they're doing, they continue to actually use it as a show that makes sense, we'll switch up how we talk about it too. But I want to give them a little time to see if I can trust them first before we start making wholesale changes. So I just want to throw it in there for y'all. I was like, well, Collision's been good the last couple of weeks. I ain't talking Collision. We need to give it a little bit more time. They need to show us that this is something they're going to continue to do. Anybody can do it for a couple of weeks. Show us.
If you wanted to talk about Collision, you talk to that man right over there about that. Okay.
I'm just saying. So that's why we're not at this time doing a lot of Collision in there. Every once in a while something big happens, but I'm starting to see it. If they're going to rock it, we're going to rock it. So coming off Grand Slam, they were in Arizona this past week. A lot of big things happen. We'll talk about the ones that are important. And the ones that are not, we can get to those later. But one of the better angles that they've built actually for a while here is this Hangman Adam Page and MJF. So a lot of hatred between these dudes going back 5 years. A lot of things were said both ways. Both guys handled themselves well on the mic. We know that Cowboy is going to be the hero because if you're going against MJF, he only wants to be a bad guy, apparently. The big highlight from this is MJF actually spit in the face of Hangman. He had the nerve to spit on somebody. That's crazy. And if you spit on somebody,
just when you thought MJF couldn't get no more loyal, he proves you wrong and goes even loyal.
When you spit on somebody, you gotta lose that match, though. I'm sorry. MJF better not win his match after spitting on that man. That's all I'm really going to say, unless you have something you want to add to that.
Knowing AEW, MJF's going to win this match.
MJF better lose the first match. You didn't spit on this man. You need to lose the first match. So, next we had the Patriarchy. The only reason I'm bringing them up is because who they were fighting. They were fighting this new trio of Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. They're calling themselves the Ops. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
The Ops.
The Ops.
The Ops. Come on, Samoa Joe. You couldn't come up with a better name.
You had a whole breakdown for why they call themselves the Ops and everything. But now we had a street fight. Big Bill, Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs actually won. Powerhouse.
Oh, he beat Bill. Great.
Yep. Tony Storm, open invitation to any challenger.
You don't sound a little enthusiastic about Tony Storm.
Love the promo.
But
See who steps up.
well, I feel like there's a but in there somewhere.
No, that's it. We had the Murder Machines, two of the people from the Don Callis family. Basically, the Murder Hawk and the Machine, Brian Cage, said they would meet them on Collision for the Tag Team Championships or to set up a match for the Tag Team Championship. Gabe Kidd would be appearing on Collision as well. So then we have a little segment where basically Willow Nightingale tried to do an interview. Shafir choked her out again and stole a camera. Yeah. Death Riders hit the ring. Said they ended Cope. Cope was supposedly not there. So Jay Wright arrived. And then they tried to surround Cope. They had the Bastard Pac come out from behind him. But to their surprise, not to anybody else's, I believe, but to their surprise, Cope was actually there. So Cope got the mic and, blew blah, blah, this, blah, blah, a little fight and whatever. But at the end of the day, Cope and Switchblade had the ring. Cope said he's going to take out the Death Riders one by one so that by the time he has a championship match with Moxley, all he has is himself and Shafir.
Oh, how wonderful.
So
how glorious.
We'll see how that works out. FTR and the Guns are just not helping these dudes. It's just two people beating up five people. It's crazy work.
Not two people beating up five.
That's what's happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not how you make the Death Riders look like a dominant group. But maybe they're not trying to make them look a dominant group. And if that's the case, they're doing a great job of it. Mercedes Moné had an interview with Renee Paquette. She wanted to praise herself for her latest win. But Paquette told her that she has the Momo Watanabe, who won the, remember a few months back when they did the thing between the three promotions and the winners of certain matches got title shots. Momo Watanabe won one of those matches. And she decided she wants to challenge for the TBS title. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to challenge Toni Storm, but that's just me. All right. Then we had a very interesting match that was caked up and caked out. We had Chris Statlander versus Megan Bayne. And it was quite an interesting match. These are two very physical women. Megan Bayne does the Brock Lesnar F5. Penelope Ford seems to have this little partnership with Megan Bayne, and that's how she was able to get Statlander in a position to hit her with that. Statlander doesn't have a friend because she turned on her friend and now she's trying to get her back. But luckily, Thunder Rosa came out to help her. All right, so that's that. Prince Nana somehow thought he was going to come out while Ricochet was out, and Ricochet was going to give him his robe back. Of course, it did not happen. I didn't waste the time to go through that. It did not happen. All right, then we had a Revolution International Championship Series match. So let me explain this real quick. It's crazy work to me, but I'm still going to explain it anyway. So Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, two former international champions, had a match. The winner will face whoever is the champion. Well, no, the winner will face the champion at All in London. And then whoever wins that match will then face Kenny Omega for the championship. Unnecessarily over convoluted, in my opinion, but that's what we got. So in that match, Orange Cassidy won. After he won the match, then he had to fight off the Don Callis family. Omega came to help, as well as, of course, the bruv. But yeah, so interesting match. So not a dominant, like amazing episode, but one of those that actually makes sense. A lot of things flow, building up some stuff. We got a little Kyle O'Reilly drama. And one day he's gonna have to draw a line in the sand. Now he's back with the. I guess they're undisputed now. I don't see the Kingdom being used anymore, just undisputed. So he joined undisputed, but he's still part of the conglomeration, which he says is not technically a group, but more like some buds hanging out, which is kind of what a faction is. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your AEW. Do have a comment. We're going to go ahead. Miss Yolanda says, hello, fellas. Hello, Miss Yolanda. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to take us a commercial break here. Once we return from that, I'm going to actually let Playmaker talk the TNA stuff too, because I know he's ready. He's excited. I'm going to let him do all that. And I'm going to be here to support if needed. My boy can get right. He seems excited over there. I see him jumping. He bouncy. He antsy. He ready. So we'll give him the time. Let the Playmaker do the Playmaker things. I know where you're going. It's all good. All right, y'all. Let's get it.
Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying. But this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
And how passionate Ancient Reef was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Wilson, Brianna Stewart 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
All right, we're back. It's time for the Playmaker.
Now, I told you we were doing things different tonight. And when I say doing things different, we're going to start off with NXT. This is how NXT kicked off on Tuesday. Obafemi wants revenge. And we know why. We know if you follow Obafemi, you know how Obafemi rolls. So the four right now they are being called in the social media world the Retribution. They don't have a full name from WWE yet. But social media is calling them the Retribution Group 2.0. We know what they did at Vengeance Day. Obafemi said they didn't get the job done, so he wants them to come out and finish the job. Lights go out, arena goes black, and also there's just a guy standing there. And as the camera is zooming in on this gentleman, who has a belt, by the way. We don't know what belt it is, but he has a belt, by the way. Zooming in, Booker T loses his mind. And this is where I turn to my co-host to introduce the mystery person. The TNA X Division champion Moose crossed the line. The arena NXT down in Orlando loses their mind. Vince Joseph loses his mind. Corey Graves, he don't know what to say. For the first time, Moose has stepped inside a WWE arena in a WWE ring, and he is face to face with the NXT champion Obafemi. You can feel the attention. You can feel the excitement. You can feel, as the final boss would say, the electricity in this moment of Obafemi and Moose face to face in the ring. This match is going to happen, but I'm not going to spoil it yet. Just in case you don't know, I'm going to do it later when I talk NXT. When I talk TNA, I'll spoil it then. But then you just felt it. Okay, we have Moose and Obafemi in the ring at the same time. Cool.
Wonderful moment.
But we still have a show to get through, all right? So we had that happening. We had a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the North American Championship. Carmen Petra going against Kalani Jordan, going against Jada Parker. And by process of elimination, you probably can figure out who won this match. Also with the help from my boyfriend, too. That's right. Carmen Petra gets the win by pinning Kalani Jordan 1, 2, 3 after Jada Parker did the damage.
This Park and them cakes. This ain't bad either.
But the celebration did not last very long because the former champion, Miss Fallon, and Fatal Influence decided to make a statement. They beat up on the number one contender until the new North American champion, Stephanie Vaquero, came out. When she came out, the NXT Women's Champion came out, Julia. But Fatal Influence has the 3-on-2 advantage, so that didn't go according to plan. And then the Juggernaut came to save the day. And Fatal Influence thought that was it. Jordan Great Garden said, no. You three would like to have a fight? The three of us would like to have a fight, so we want to see y'all tonight. That would be your main event, which we'll get to later. Speaking of tag team matches, so Ruka and Zaria took on the Meta Girls.
Foreigners have caked them.
Unfortunately for Cool and myself, the Meta Girls took an L. And unfortunately for me, Jakari Jackson was the one who got her soul snatched But hey, so Ruka and Zarya, they got the dub. Shout out to them. And by the way, I'm still to this day, there's no finish move that I love more than the Stole Snatcher. That's just an incredible finisher. I'm sorry. I hate that Miss Jackson had to be the one to take it.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
You know how I feel about Miss Jackson. So it's like, damn.
You know how you feel about Miss Jackson.
How I had to be you. Well, in logical sense, I know why I had to be her. Last Legend is the money of the group. Okay, I know this.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't want the money of the group taking the finisher.
Yeah, and she could take a L and it's all good.
But damn, Miss Jackson deserves better, in my opinion. Then we get to the contract signing that we all been waiting for, and we finally got a name. Before he could sign that contract, before we found out what the name was going to be, All Ego Empty Page decided to come out. Trying to make it seem like, good old Ricky's trying to be like all ego here, and probably has on the contract. He gets a shot at the NXT Championship, first line in defense, and all that other stuff. Then Ricky, they go back and forth, and they brought up Javon Evans. And what the camera owners used to say every time you bring up somebody's name, cool. What the camera owners used to always say? You can't say somebody's name and not expect them to show up, right?
Right.
So guess who showed up? Javon Evans, and he ain't come talking either. He came with a fight. Fought Ethan Page all through the crowd, and right before Ricky got to sign the contract, Wes Lee decided to come out. Wes Lee feel disrespected. Why does Wes Lee feel disrespected? Because Wes Lee was in the back with the group having a conversation. Ricky comes walking through. And Ricky's the man of the hour. Of course, the attention is going to go to Ricky when he walks into the room.
Wesley needs a hug. His character needs a hug.
Well, Wesley was talking on that smack, and Ricky said what he said, and he was getting ready to sign the contract, and then Wesley decided to jump. You know what Ricky did, right? Popped him right out the ring. And then he signed the contract. And then we got the name Ricky Saints. Now, before y'all decide to, if anybody is upset about the name, well, he hopped on Busted Open the day after to talk about the name change. Did you know that Ricky is from New Orleans? Did y'all know that?
Oh, can I make a...
Go ahead.
Can I go ahead and throw something out there since we're talking about New Orleans?
Go ahead. No, actually, no. I'm gonna say I'm saving that. I'm saving that to SmackDown.
Fine, sir. Fine.
Literally, the man said it on SmackDown. That's why I did it that way. Ricky's from New Orleans, so he felt like he wanted to represent New Orleans the best way he can. So he chose the name Saints. Do you have a problem with the name change, sir?
No, because it's something that he decided to do. For me, if the company's forcing a name change on a person, that's when I'm like, whoa. If the person is saying, I wanted to be a different name because I wanted to separate myself from what I've done previously, I don't have a problem with that.
So that's why he's going to be called Ricky Saints going forward. He wanted to represent home.
And he wanted something still close to Starks.
So that's how we got Ricky Saints. But he's officially NXT now. Officially. We had Sean Spear going against Stacks. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure out what happened at that match. Stacks looked pretty good. I didn't know Stacks had a neck injury. I didn't know that part until I watched the match.
Yeah.
But Stacks looked pretty good until he landed on his neck, and that was it for that. And Sean Spears did what he's supposed to have done. Early in the day, we saw Eddie Thorpe talking to Ava. And I forgot the two guys' name, but they was trying to stand up for Chase U. And they decided to put Andre Chase in a match with Eddie Thor, who else coming off beating Trick Williams at Vengeance Day, in which nobody saw coming. And so when you have Andre Chase going against Eddie Thor, I'm pretty sure you know who won. But after the match, somebody gave Eddie Thor a good old warning. Cool. You want to talk about who gave him that warning?
I'm gonna let you talk about it, sir.
Well, you gonna let me talk about it? Come on, you gotta get this. This is your boy. This is the homie.
I know, but I'm gonna let you. You got it.
So for once, the man let the hair down.
It was Trick Willie, by the way.
He let the hair down. He let the hair down. Said, you thought you was done with Trick Williams? Got another thing coming, sir. You ain't done with Trick Williams until I say you're done with Trick Williams. Which I feel good now because Trick Williams ain't going out with the elder Eddie Thor that shocked the whole world.
You know what I'm saying? You had to come back from that. Like, you can't let that ride.
I was trying to figure out, is this how we're gonna send Trick Williams to the main roster? Okay, we're not. Good. Okay, we can still work on some stuff. And then we get to the main event. On my notes, cool, I call them the new NXT. And those of you who don't know, when I say new NXT, I'm talking about Julia, Stephanie, and Jordan. Because like all of them came in like months apart.
Right.
Going against Fatal Influence. And y'all can figure out who won. We got two new champions and one of the biggest free agent signings in NXT history. I'm pretty sure you can figure out who won that match. Let's just say Fatal Influence are they not happy, but they are in pain right now. Still to this day right now. You went against three bad women here, okay? So that was NXT on Tuesday. Anything you want to say?
I like how they're using the TNA and NXT joint venture, we'll call it. I like how they're kind of using that to give exposure to TNA as well as to NXT and having them cross the line both ways. I think this was a great move, and I think these are two promotions I would say right now are similar. So it gives you that ability for them to grow. I like it.
All right. Shout out to Snowman for hopping in on the show. Good to see you, Snowman.
Everybody comments real quick. We're gonna hit everybody, including Snowman. All right, so Damien, NXT botches the segment up going to commercial on the attack. I mean, you gotta go commercial, bro. You gotta do commercials. Gotta do commercials.
You still got to see the attack though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Damien says, "Wait, Soul Snatcher, where's the Rock? Laugh out loud." Daniel Berry with the hey, what's up, DB? And then, of course, Snowman with the Monarchs in all capitals. So he's yelling that, but due to congestion, I'm not going to yell. I'm just going to say the Monarchs. That's why. Another reason why I'm cool with Playmaker doing most of the talking tonight. Mm-hmm. Damien says, "Not going to lie, I didn't even know Ricky was black. I thought he was Puerto Rican. Laugh out loud." Next, sir.
Now let's move to TNA. So we started on Wednesday. We went back to Tuesday. Now we at Thursday. TNA. We're going to start it off with, another concert from the TNA champion, Joe Hendry. Of course, the Colognes. The Colognes are back.
Mm-hmm. Now, all it needs Carlito to be a trio of Colognes. The Cologne trio.
Primo and Netico. Back in wrestling.
They just was on Independence.
Well, I ain't know that part, so it was good that you know that I didn't. All right, okay. talking to Joe Hendricks, felt like it's about to be a 2-on-1 assault that's going to come at some point in time. And as they got closer and closer to the ring, the lights come out, and you heard a guitar string. Okay. They got somebody else that like playing guitar besides Joe Hendry?
Yes, they do.
Elijah shows up on TNA, formerly known as Elias.
And Ezekiel.
What?
I just have to throw that in there.
What is going on here? When I say I watched a lot of wrestling, that's why I say I watched a lot of wrestling. What is going on this week? I know we're on the road to Mania, but Mania is not until another 7 weeks.
They got to get their pops in. Everybody got to get their pops in. They know that people are consuming a lot of wrestling right now, like yourself.
Man, okay. Santino Moretta comes out. Santino's hype. He's loving this. The Colognes, Joe Hendricks, Elijah. He has an idea. Tag team match. Joe Hendricks and Elijah versus the Colognes. All right. I like where we're going here. This is crazy. Okay. Then we had Leon Slater. Backstage talking about the respect he has for Johnny Dango Curtis in their no DQ match. Who won that match, by the way? Who won that match, by the way? Didn't JDC win that match?
I believe so, but I'm trying to check real quick and make sure.
While he's checking that out,
so far down the card.
The Colognes got a backstage interview, and they were saying that the wrong people are at the top.
Yeah, JDC won.
The JDC won, okay. Referring to Joe Hendricks being the champion, and they wanted to correct the wrong. We'll see how that goes in the main event.
Sounds
the
like
Rascals.
We've heard before.
Yeah. We had the Rascals going up against Tyson and Tyreek in tag team action. The Radicals won because Wesley tried to do heelish stuff, but Ace Austin interfered. So not a good week for good old Wesley this week.
That's why I need a hug.
And then we have something called the First Class Penthouse. Now, AJ Francis doing his thing. Went off. He did a little teaser about somebody in WWE who used to be a part of TNA, if you catch my drift. So maybe that little talk that me and Koo had, was it last week or 2 weeks ago on the show, could come to fruition. It is the house that he helped build, by the way.
Mr. Playmaker.
Yeah.
If I could pause for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a special guest.
Oh, he's here.
He's here.
Oh, he's here.
He's here.
Oh, wow.
You'll know him as one of the gentlemen that lights up the comments on a regular basis. But you don't have to hear what he has to say in the comments. Today, you can hear it live and direct from the morning show with Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson's in the building.
Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa, we coming for. I'm sorry, my bad.
I ain't even
Good
get
evening,
that.
Monarchs.
I ain't even get to that part. All right, Damien.
Damian Johnson.
Jeez.
Thank you, gentlemen. How you doing, Cool? How you doing, Playmaker?
Good.
We good.
Good.
I'm gonna circle back to Cole Johnson because I know there's a certain spot he want to get to because I got to the first half of it. I didn't get to the second half of it yet.
All right.
But hey, as I was saying, AJ Styles and the First Class, they're doing their thing. And Cool. What is up with them and Steve Macklin right now? What's the deal? I'm not understanding this.
Stephen Mackin's a good guy if they need him to be. He's a bad guy if they need him to be. He's a tweener if they need him to be. He's their utility knife.
The reason why that is because KC picked the fight with Steve Macklin backstage. So trying to figure out what's going on here.
Well, is TNA booking like AEW?
Well, AEW is looking better.
That only that part that was not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yang Lee defeated Rosemary.
Yang.
What are we gonna do with Rosemary at this point?
Bronze and retire. What else can she do?
I'm just asking.
I mean, she's going to be used as enhancement talent pretty much from this point forth, which would suck for the character.
Just asking. I just want to know because Rosemary been taking a lot of L's.
Yeah,
since we've been doing this show. To the part where Cody Johnson decided to come in. Tessa Blanchard was supposed to have a match Thursday night. She refused it and decided to talk to the crowd. And that's what you want to know. That's where Cody Johnson comes in. Those are the chant what the crowd was chanting to Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa, we coming for you. Tessa,
that was the first one.
Coming for you.
They did another chant. And it's the most popular chant going on in TNA right about now.
I could do that chant, but I love the Tessa will come for you a lot better.
Everybody knows the chant because it's what people talk about on social media when it comes to Tessa Blanchard. So
she a racist. Yeah. You're a racist. You're a racist. Yeah.
Santino comes out. So who do you think you are? You don't pick when you get to wrestle. That's my job. I tell you what, though, I'll let you get ready for this week, but you will compete next week. And if you don't compete next week, I don't think we have the soundbite for it. So, Cole Johnson, I need you to do your best Vince McMahon impression. If Tessa Blanchard doesn't wrestle next Thursday,
fire.
That will be happening. Nevertheless, we know Tessa Blanchard is going to wrestle next week. So
I love that one, Damien. I'm gonna keep that. But I would do Euro Balea. That's what I would do. I'm sorry, my bad.
Wow. We did have Eric Young explain the elimination of Josh Alexander. Take it for wherever it is you want to take it as.
So they're going to draw out his retirement.
You can say that, but hey.
And I'm saying retirement totally in quotes.
So Mustafa Ali paid a visit to Mike Santana.
All right, gentlemen. Are they actually going to try to make Santana a legit contender?
No.
That's what I was feeling. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I figured that that program with Alexander was a waste of his time.
Yeah, they just had to do something with Josh Alexander on the way out the door.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with anything better.
So as Coop mentioned earlier, JDC beat Leon Slater in the no DQ match. The system came out. They put Slater through a table.
Hang a sign upon the door and say, "Don't disturb this groove." Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You said the system. I was flashing back to my high school days. I'm sorry.
Well, the system was doing their thing. The tag team champions in TNA came out.
And I'm saying that I'm so into you. Oh my.
And when the Hardys came out to try to even up the odds, things kept going, and then that music hit. The ruler, NXT champion, he returned the favor and stepped over to TNA.
He crossed the line.
He crossed the line. Yeah.
And then the system went packing away, including Moose.
Moose was grabbing everybody running. It's ironic. When he was on NXT, he was walking up in there. I'm Moose. And all that. Then you get TNA, my man, and turned into a coward.
Quick.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that. That cheapens the match.
You can say that, but could it be surprising that he didn't think over people would actually come over that quickly?
But he just looked scared though. The scaredness. That's my issue.
He pulled his Kevin Hart. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
No comment.
Pull the Kevin Hart, playmaker. Wow, that's cold.
What else you want me to say? He wasn't ready.
Now I'm hearing him in my head.
Ready. He needs to stay ready so he ain't got to get ready.
Oh my God.
Well, Thursday night proved differently.
Get in his face and talk smack and then think he ain't going to come get in your face. I mean, that's just not how the world works, brother.
Just saying. And then the main event, the match that Tessa Blanchard didn't want to take against Maya Moore. The women's champion took the match, and Marsha Slamovich, and it's the TNA women's champion. You know who won, so I don't need to say nothing else on that.
A better substitute. Awesome. Nice.
So,
I'll take Slamovich over to Blanchard any day of the week.
Comics, commercial, and then it's the rest of WWE.
The rest of you already went through WWE?
I did NXT and TNA together.
Oh, okay.
Damien says, speaking of NXT and TNA, what's your thoughts on the CM Punk lawsuit? Do you think it will affect the partnership, or is TNA better off releasing Ryan Nemeth?
They need to cut Nemeth off quick. I mean, what value does he add to TNA?
He's Nikki's brother.
Whoopee. So he's Nikki's younger brother.
Joe Hendry said it best.
Yeah. Joe Hendry said it best in 15 seconds. I mean, what benefit does he have to TNA? TNA should say, look, son, you shouldn't even file that lawsuit. Bye. We wish you good luck in your future endeavors.
Maybe they'll write him off with a heinous, vicious attack forever. Damien also says, wasn't Rosemary and Wendy Chu supposed to have a feud? What happened to that? The AEW did, sir.
Well, that and I guess TNA decided to take Wendy Chu's character to task and put them both to sleep.
Well, just take them out behind the woodshed and finish it off then. Damien also says, you're a Hogan, with several rolling and laughing emojis for those who are listening on the radio.
That's beautiful, Damien. That's beautiful, bro.
Yes. So we are going to do as requested.
A quick commercial break.
This Playmaker, and we're going to hit the commercials. Let's get it.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network proudly presents The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson, live every weekday morning beginning April 29th at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
All right.
All right. Cole Johnson got 2 months to prepare for the morning shift then, huh?
Yes, he does.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Damien, something wrong with you.
I love it though. I love it though.
You put Damien covered up real quick.
Damien says, when Oba came out pushing the system out the way, I had Ludacris in my head. And for those of you who may not be familiar, it doesn't catch you right away, he's talking about the song that he does with one, who is it? I-10, and I believe that Mr. Cal called Move Trick.
Not Mr. Cal.
Get out the way.
Mr. Cal. Get out the way.
Get
out the way.
And then Anthony's in the building. Anthony says, what happened to Jay and Ripley being a thing?
They're still trying to push that as a thing. I mean, well, IWC is still trying to push that as a thing. Ridiculous.
Maybe if Jay wins the world championship, then they can be a power couple. Maybe for 2 or 3 months before Jay loses it to Roman Reigns. I mean, before Jay.
I personally think he's gonna lose it back to Gunther personally.
And right now the whole world is doing right now.
Right. That's why you go ahead and give him about 3 months with it to make everybody happy.
Yeah. And then when they basically want to do, then have him drop the title.
All right. So this is how I'm going to do this. The things that affected Elimination Chamber, I'm not going to talk about until I get to Elimination Chamber. All right. AJ Styles defeated Dirty Dom. We knew that was coming. The interesting part is, cool, your Intercontinental Championship decided to pick a fight with the Phenomenal One.
He did.
On Raw.
And you know what's crazy is we got this thing coming up that y'all may or may not have heard of called WrestleMania.
Yeah. In fact, it'll be in less than 2 months from now. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy work.
I know.
Try to intimidate AJ Styles, but it doesn't work.
Before and after the match.
Dumb fool. Dumb. All
right, cool. All right, no, I'm gonna take this to Cole. Cole, we're gonna run it back. When I say run it back, because Dakota Kai defeated Ivy now to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, which is take place tonight on Monday Night Raw.
So I guess we want to see Dakota have a good little spurt, a good 2-3 week spurt, and all of a sudden she'll come down with another injury and she'll be out for 4 months.
Man, if you weren't gonna make her the first champion, let's not even tease her being a champion.
Why? Yeah. Why would you do this? You should have awarded her with a title in the tournament. What's the purpose of having them have a rematch this soon from the tournament when you give Laya Valkyria the title and you do a poor job pushing her? Poor.
But Cole, she's the first women's
Intercontinental
champion, so she doesn't have to have a pitch. That's her auto push.
May I throw
take a belt that has no heritage? We're gonna put it on somebody that we don't care about, and then we're just gonna talk about how she's a champ every week.
I mean,
may I throw a question out there?
I mean, Laya Valkyria's push is worse. It's poorer than Good Times.
What would this dude being precautionary with Dakota Kai when she was coming off from concussion?
Why weren't they?
No, I was saying, maybe they were being a little precautionary with Dakota Kai coming off the concussion.
If injuries is going to be what you're going to use to be precautionary about Dakota Kai, you're going to be precautionary about it for the rest of her freaking career.
I wish I had the Clay Davis bid because that's what I would play right now.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Because it's a bunch of bull.
I mean, she did get the concussion before the finals. I mean,
that's the thing. It's been a concern ever since she was at NXT, and here she is now on the main roster, and she still is oft injured. And I get that you have the IWC, Internet Wrestling Community. Want to say, well, why'd you put the title on Lyra? She's put the code. She's more deserving. Idiots.
Let's move on.
Maybe 2-3 weeks of action, then she's gonna be injured for some freak way, and she'll be gone for months.
And Lyra Valkyria ain't gonna defend the title, but 3 times in the next 8 months anyway.
Right. I think she's only defended it once before now. I mean, yeah.
Moving on.
Damien says Braun Breaker's IC title reign isn't any better. All I'm gonna say to that is facts.
Oh, and in Shin's case, title reign is awesome too. They should have they should have a staring match for the title.
Doodoo sauce.
Whoever
moves loses.
Anyway, go to now. I understand what they was doing. They could have, just to be honest, if they're gonna do this, they could have had Gunther use Jay music. It would have been funny. You had Gunther in the corridors coming out like Jay Uso, talking about he want to feel what Jay be feeling. If he was gonna do that, have him play the music too.
I'm thinking they're probably gonna do that somewhere down the line. I think they're saving that up.
You think they're saving that up?
Saving that for probably early April, where he actually probably will do that.
I don't know, Cole, because this is a Hunter. Hunter's kind of serious about those things.
Well, I figure since his boy has done it often as the character HBK, I think they would probably. I think he probably bend the ear of the Heartbreak Kid. Say, yeah, brother, I think you should have Jay's music play. Have the crowd just yeet, and all of a sudden they boo the heck out of Gunther.
It's a very good impression of Shawn Michaels, by the way.
Thank you.
That's the only thing that was missing. But hey, it was a little funny. Because Gunther being Gunther, berate the crowd as usual, even a little kid.
Well, he's an awesome heel. Gunther is an awesome heel. I love the fact he knows how to be a heel. I wish more heels were like him.
And of course, that leads to a brawl between the two combatants weeks before Mania. You got to be separated.
Well, actually, months before, but yeah,
that too. But then we get to Penta going against Pete Dunne, thanks to Ludwig Kaiser. Penta gets the dub over Pete Dunne, and then the three of them start brawling after the match, which means I'm getting a triple threat match down the line. I just don't know where.
WrestleMania.
Hopefully on the episode of Raw.
I want to be on Raw. It's fucking WrestleMania.
The way Cole Johnson does that is hilarious.
They're gonna pour us and Pennett's gonna go over. I'm sorry. Next match. Go ahead, play my next match.
All right. The next match I want to get to, I'm gonna say that because that's part that affect the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that was a good match.
So,
I'm sorry,
but we're gonna move on to we ain't gonna talk about Sami Zayn yet, but let's just talk about Karrion Kross talking to Sami Zayn. How do we feel?
I guess they're gonna try to do Kross Zayn WrestleMania. I guess. I don't know how I feel about that though.
I know I don't care.
That's the reason. That's the rationale. Cool. I'm like, what investment should we have in Karrion Kross? Because you have given us the only one thing you've only given us with Karrion Kross is having a failed faction, and AOP's gone again, and
so bad you fired his people.
And the claim to fame for him is, well, he's a great dark arts guy because he approaches faces and all of a sudden they turn heel 1 or 2 months after the first conversation he has with them. Well, and you have this. Why don't you try to run with that? And you might have something with him, but no, he's insignificant.
He's talking to you, Triple H. This ain't.
Yes, Mr. Levesque, I am talking to you.
Yeah,
and this is one of your boys too. I mean, look, you went on your knees. You went on your knees. You grabbed him by the joystick and you slobbered him in NXT. But all of a sudden, you don't have any time for his joystick now.
There's so many other joysticks on the main roster, so it's hard. Oh
my god! What?
That was good, cool.
It just came to
me. Well, off the rails, the show goes.
Off the rails, that's the truth. What the heck I can tell you?
Let's go to SmackDown real quick.
Off the rails.
Now, the one person I will talk about as part of the Elimination Chamber is Drew McIntyre. Why I'm talking about Drew McIntyre? He got beat by Big Jim.
Okay, so what are they trying to do with Drew? Oh, and Drew came back and he beat it. Yeah, he came back and he beat Big Jim down.
He laid Big Jim out after the match, though.
Yeah, after the match, he came back and just beat Big Jim down. What are they trying to do with Drew?
What are they doing with him?
So there's going to be 2 of them at WrestleMania. Nah, I don't believe.
No, I'm saying no heat with him. They need to put.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. That's a question. We got a question mark by Drew McIntyre's name. Okay, we got a question.
Maybe Drew will be the one that's in charge of the little fake. Oh
Lord, not that again. You still finna push that narrative?
The fake shield.
I do not need a Shield 2.0.
Oh, you mean the ship that sailed? Yeah.
It's not a narrative that I'm pushing, sir. You be seeing it.
Well, I mean, they're pushing it in NXT.
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
I said retribution. No, they say retribution. That's
you did.
Me said.
But you did.
They ain't say Shield. They said retribution.
I'm sure you did mention that last episode.
I ain't mentioned that. I ain't mentioned that last episode.
Yeah. For future endeavored possible people.
Now,
decided to beat down champions in NXT.
Now, forewarning, ladies and gentlemen. Forewarning, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are listening to us live on the Real Rise Radio, forewarning. Cole Johnson might be going on when I say somebody's name. So we had a tag team match. We had The Miz and Cody teaming up against R-Truth and somebody that's supposed to be from Louisiana because he had the initials LA, but he's not from Louisiana. He lives in LA. He's from Maryland by the name of LA Knight.
Get this stepping fetch it mother off my screen. Get him off my screen. I don't need to see him anymore. The crap of him tagging the wrong guy ain't funny. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This is supposed to make people laugh. And I know some did, but this is frustrating to me because you're forcing me to forget the fact this guy actually was a pretty good wrestler and NWA World's Heavyweight Champion at one point. I don't even think about that part of his career. Now I think about him being basically blackface, but you don't have to put paint on his face. Get him off. And yes, I'm looking at you again, Mr. Levesque. Get him out of here. He'll be 53 next month. He is more than worn out his welcome. Bye. Go.
By the way, cool. Miz and Melo got the win.
Melo is Miz.
Melo don't Miz, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Melo don't Miz.
Or
you can do Miz's money.
I'd rather Miz's money better, but Yeah, they were pushing Melodome Miz. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So they can have fun outdoing each other because they want the spotlight more. That's nice. Unfortunately, they had to deal with the doggone minstrel show as one of their opponents.
That's why I gave you a fair warning, because I knew as soon as I said his name, Cole Jones was going to go off. That's why I gave you a fair warning.
Our mother freaking truth. It's a doggone lie.
All right, cool. Women's champion took on Candice LeRae. She defeated Candice LeRae, but unfortunately, her and her partner for Elimination Chamber got laid out by Nia Jax.
Yes, they did. I mean, this is typical Nia Jax. This is nothing surprising, nothing new.
Yeah, built up strong during the match. Yeah,
she runs and puts all the meat on these little women, beats them up.
No pause there.
No pause. No pause.
Okay, so
but before you go on, a question to the both of you. So before the match began, Tiffy had some promo time. What did you think about that?
I think I'll start to get really into Tiffany's promo as we get closer to Mania. Because at some point it's gonna start becoming her and Charlotte. But right now she's focusing on other things, but it's finna start becoming her and Charlotte. I think after Chamber is gonna be becoming her and Charlotte.
My answer.
Shoot, sir.
Oh,
thank you. She sounded too scripted. I'm like, come on, man. 100 cool. I'm like, this is supposed to be the hottest woman on SmackDown that you got, and she could. People would probably want to watch paint dry and not have her talk. And not to say she's a bad talker. It's just, it's like, what's she doing? Are you writing a whole script for her to read?
It definitely sounds like it.
Speaking of the women's, we were supposed to have a match between Liv Morgan and Naomi. That didn't happen because Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez decided to get payback for what happened on Monday night. If you don't know what happened on Monday night, well, let's just say Raquel is not part of Elimination Chamber because of Bianca Belair and Naomi
beating down Liv Morgan.
By the way, how did you feel about the homage to Bring It On?
That was nice.
I was not upset.
I'm with cool. I wouldn't have said it all.
Not the fact he said it in a whisper, like
that was beautiful. I was like, oh, and see, and that leads me, it leads me into and since you're on that subject, Mr. Playmaker, it leads me to a breadcrumb that we heard on SmackDown as well when Bianca said we've tried to page Jay, but she hasn't returned our texts. That's an interesting breadcrumb.
It's a breadcrumb, but me and Cool, we still on the bandwagon. Bianca.
I get that Bianca is the female Cena, but I think sometimes you might have to say, screw that. Let's see if there's some meat on the bone in the opposite direction.
They're not gonna want to lose their money though, Cole.
But if they do run that way, it would mean that they think Jade could actually be that person. From the logic that you two have, I would say the answer to that is no. I would agree there that they wouldn't turn her.
We can start back around when we get to Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna skip one part of SmackDown for right now because I want to get to this. This is what Cool McCain has been waiting for months and months and months. Cool McCain has been waiting for this. Why did I say
not
this?
Not DIY.
DIY versus Pretty Deadly. No contest. Why it was no contest? Because the Street Profits showed up. Not only did they show up, they laid out the entire tag team division.
Well, except for the Los Garzos. They didn't lay them out. But
they didn't show up.
Right.
Motor City Machine Gun laid out. DIY laid out. Pretty Deadly laid out. All by the Street Profits.
You run up, you get done up.
Okay.
You see
About
no
time.
smiling. No
My
smiling
boys,
whatsoever.
Okay.
about time my boys get a chance to really dominate.
Okay. I love what I saw. I just don't want them to Nia Jax them, where they look strong in programs leading up to the big match, and then they take the pinfall in the match because they look too strong in the build-up. And if they're gonna pull that crap, break them up. Because it's a waste of our time. We're gonna make them look strong only to crap on them and just destroy the momentum. But what I did like though was in the midst of the beatdown, the crowd didn't know how to take it. They didn't know if they wanted to boom. They didn't know if they wanted to cheer him. Their jaws were dropped. They're like, what in the world? Whoa. I loved that a lot.
You know what I loved? I'm going to tell you what I loved. I'm going to quote John Cena. Ruthless aggression.
Yeah.
This is a Street Profits we've never seen. Now, the only thing I'm going to ask Hunter and whoever the heck else
I
is in
already know
charge.
what you're finna add, because as soon as I heard it, I was like, yep, cool. Probably gonna mention that.
We
I knew
need
it.
new music for the Street Profits.
New
You
music.
don't need to swag like nobody can no more, unless you're going to remix it and make it a darker version. If you can give the new play new music, then you can give them who you actually look like you're trying to push new music.
New music, give them the belt sooner rather than later, and stop
the belt
jerking.
to come at WrestleMania.
And stop
WrestleMania.
jerking. Yeah. And stop jerking their chains. And stop jerking the fans' chains. I'm like, come on, man.
I knew he was going with the chain jerking.
All right. Then the big thing that happened on SmackDown.
If you smell. Wait a minute. Whoa. Before you continue. Dwayne, why did you come out to Lil Wayne? The block is hot.
Oh, because it was in New Orleans.
I know. I get why he selected it. That song is 25 years old. And I'm like,
that's the
okay,
only
so
one
it's Lil Wayne.
WWE could afford to get the rights to play.
I'm like, I get that. Yes, it's Wayne. They were in the NO, and of course he was buttering up the crowd. I get all of that, but I'm like, no, not that. I mean, it could have been a more updated song. Anything.
What updated song he was gonna use from Wayne?
I don't know. I mean, heck, Lollipop, Mrs. Officer, She Will.
It definitely wouldn't have been Lollipop, sir.
How to Love. I mean, anything other than The Block is Hot.
The block was hot because then when he made the announcement that WrestleMania 42 would be in New Orleans.
No. When they played the song, the block may have been hot, but the crowd was cold.
There wasn't a need to do it.
I agree. The crowd was cold.
It wasn't a need to do it. It didn't add anything.
The crowd was cold. 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 The crowd was cold.
You done?
No.
And
then you have to waste 10 more minutes to just simply genie effect to the crowd before you're going to crap on them. Now, I'm sorry. I'm done.
That's what he does. He's the final boss. That's what he does now. He gets you up, and then he lets you down.
He's going to be the cure for insomnia. He keeps up with these 10-minute entrances.
I mean, you complain about 10-minute entrances. Nobody complained when Undertaker did it.
But the thing is, the Undertaker, that's art. How many times can Rocky go?
and plus, somebody dropped their phone. He went there to go get the phone and hand it back to him. Now, talk to the person who decided to drop their phone like a dummy.
For 10 minutes. No.
And you know
Undertaker doesn't do that for 10 minutes.
And you know when the music stops, the crowd don't stop.
That's fine. But it don't have to take 10 minutes for it to get there.
Well, the crowd don't stop. Almost got there 5 minutes.
Lord have mercy.
You have seen The Rock make many entries, and you know a good that crowd do not stop for a good minute. That crowd keep going. He can't say a word yet.
No. I don't mind that. It's him.
He's him. Get over it.
He's not Carmelo Hayes.
He's better than Carmelo Hayes.
Well, yeah, true. Except for this segment.
Yeah, he wasn't better than Carmelo Hayes in this segment.
Except for this segment, because he was not good in this segment at all.
No.
Depending on how you look at it.
The best part.
It could have been confusing because you didn't know which way he was going.
It's not confusing, but the best part of his segment was saying to the crowd of New Orleans that WrestleMania is coming there next April. That was the best part of his segment.
Which leads me to a question I've been pondering: Are they going to go to Santa Clara for the next WrestleMania?
You mean follow the NFL's footsteps?
They done it for the past 2 years. Am I the only one who's been paying attention to that?
Well, in Minneapolis, been crying to have WrestleMania there for the longest.
Well, they might need to get the Super Bowl there first. How about that?
Well, they already have a Super Bowl there, but
when is it?
Get there again.
WrestleMania the very next year. Because they did Vegas. Oh, then all of a sudden, that's what WrestleMania is this year. It's in Vegas.
Well, yeah, but see, last year the Super Bowl was not hosted in Lincoln Financial Field.
They're saying they like going places where I don't know what it is. You guys' obsession with the NFL.
Thank you, Yolanda. I knew I was not speaking it to avoid. Thank you.
So we got the news out the way. We got the WrestleMania news. And then we got to get Cody because The Rock is the reason why Cody was not part of the main event. By the way, which Damian Priest and Braun Strowman won, by the way. Okay.
Comment before we go any further.
Go ahead. Better hurry, because we got the nation chamber.
Says, it's getting on my nerves. That figure ain't got goosebumps every time.
Thank you, Yolanda. Exactly. I'm like, stop drinking that tequila.
Y'all keep on. Playmaker gonna jump through the screen.
Good.
Talking about his boy The Rock now.
Good. He be trying to get me to go jump through the screen ever since he met me. So
good. You tried to do it with me. That's a Super Bowl waiting.
That's a coach. That was the main goal to get me jump through a screen for whatever reason. That's like his number one goal.
Because you seem so calm behind that pop guard. I like you more animated.
When it need to be. It just can't happen all willy-nilly. You heard such an entertainer.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
I knew that would get him.
Good one.
I knew that would get him.
Good one.
So now we get The Rock and Cody Rhodes. Now we get a look behind the curtains of what been taking place between The Rock and Cody and Rock. All the flour has been thrown to Cody Rhodes' way.
For the last 10 months, yes.
Which everybody is upset with because you were just trying to destroy this man at Mania.
Last year.
Now, all of a sudden, you throwing roses to this man, giving him his flowers.
Now, I know how that could confuse some people. That doesn't confuse me.
Me.
Then he saw something. I want you to be my champion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I know you both have heard that phrase before.
Yeah, we know. Actually, it involved The Rock, too, by the way.
And it involved him eventually, yes.
He was in Cody's spot.
Right. Well, he eventually ended up being Cody's spot. But he wasn't the first person that it was lobbied to.
No, that would be his arch rival, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is correct.
Okay, Cody Rhodes is like, but their champion.
Yes, I'm their champion.
I was like, yeah, I know. You're their champion. I'm the people's champion. But I want you to be my champion. I want you to take you from here to here. He said, you got a good following on Instagram, don't you? How many? You got millions, right? Well, The Rock has 500 million.
You shut your mouth before I slap the syphilis off your lips.
That was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny. That was funny. The tone that he used too made it even more funny. He was very serious.
Yeah. You shut your mouth before I come out there and slap the syphilis off your lips. That was beautiful
Like,
time.
wow.
Too.
Trying to have a moment here.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And I love the woman was like, he called me out. Yes, that was beautiful.
That's what me and Kobe talking about. People do that so they can get caught up by the Rock.
Well,
It's like a goal for them.
Well, I mean that happened all the time with Flair. I mean, you had people when Flair would as a heel would talk, that you had signs up there they held up. Hey, fat boy here. Just so he could say shut up fat boy to them.
Okay. And Rock was saying he can make all Cody Rhodes' dreams and aspirations and desires come to fruition if he'll be his champion, be his brother. And he said, all I want is that.
What, you mean the title?
You want this title, that. No, listen to me. I don't want your title. I want your soul. When you heard the word soul, you can hear a pin drop in that arena. And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. When he said so and that crowd got quiet, you heard people literally said, take his soul. I was like, wow.
People are so bloodthirsty for Cody to be a heel. Yeah.
Take his soul.
I mean, seriously, and I really do mean the word bloodthirsty. They really want Cody to be a heel. They basically want him to be Homelander and the boys. So bad.
There's people out there that want Cody Rhodes to go heel. They want the corporate champion.
But if he does go heel, he's got to wear an outfit like Homelander's. I would not accept it any other way.
He wrestles.
Oh, you're approving of a heel turn from Cody Rhodes?
He wrestles with a cape.
Did you listen to me on the way to this last year? Did you not listen to me? Did you not hear what I said? I want him to finish the story, but I understand once he finishes the story, the good guy Cody shtick is gonna get old.
Which it has for a minute.
And he's gonna have to go heel to keep the belt. Did I not say that? Call me Nigradamu.
Nigradamu.
Not Damu. What?
I 100%. I totally endorse that thought. Or The Rock is probably feeling, you know what? What worked back in 1998 could work again 27 years later. I could be Vince McMahon and Cody can be Stone Cold.
Yeah, because he owns the WWE.
Right. And I can actually make Cody have a little bit of anti-establishment edge to his face. And he can still be the baby face. He can still sell the merch. And he will get cred. He will get edge. And he actually would be even more loved. I'm thinking that's the road they're going to go now.
And that's how we're going to slide into our Elimination Chamber preview. So, what do you think? Does Cody Rhodes say yes? Or does he says no when he meets the front of Boss in Toronto?
No.
And the answer will be revealed this Saturday at Elimination Chamber in Toronto.
No.
Who says no?
The answer's gonna be no, and Cody's gonna get his butt toe up the frame. Right after he says no.
It would be great if it's Hikuleu and Lance Anoa'i that come down and beat his brains out afterwards. It may be Solo.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be any of them. It should
That would be great if it were, though.
It would be. I don't think it'll be any of them. I want it to be, though, because I think it'd be cool if Rock is gonna build a corporation of his own, but with a Samoan edge to it. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Okay. Now.
Oh, what do you think, the Playmaker? Scotty, say yes or no.
I'm gonna say no for now.
Okay.
But do I think Triple H, The Rock, Nick Khan believe that a heel turn is coming for Cody? Yes. The Cody Rhodes believe that a heel turn is coming for Cody? No. That's the thing.
Heck, even Undertaker said he thinks Cody would be better served as a heel in an interview.
I think Cody Rhodes been the face for so long. He doesn't want to go heel.
Yeah, he's been a face for what, 7 years now? Jeez.
Well, he was a heel for some of his time in AEW.
If he was here for all his time at AEW.
Not all of it.
Well,
a good part of it though.
Well, but they tried to make him a tweener, but I looked at him as a Cena babyface.
So that's that. Next match, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Nia Jax, Candice LeRae going against Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus.
We know who's winning this match.
They got to put Tiffy over.
I say,
Tiffy and Trish in Canada,
and plus it's Trish's hometown.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got to put Tiffy over.
Yeah,
she's got to look strong somehow. Unfortunately, I think she won't.
It's Tiffy time
because I think Charlotte will probably beat her up after the match.
All right, let's get personal, shall we? Unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn, who wanted this match, versus Kevin Delusional Owens.
You're going to hate how I'm going to say this. Owen should go over.
Actually, that's who I'm going with.
Yeah, Owen should go over.
I'm going Kevin Owens.
You can't have him be delusional, and you can't have him just snap and just destroy people, only for him in when you get to the nut cutting part of the program, have him lose. He consistently because he was made to look weak when you did this with Rhodes. Now you're gonna make him look weak with Sami Zayn. No, you got to make him look stronger.
Cool.
Agreed.
So
but Sami's going to put up a wonderful fight because he's probably the best. He's probably the best underdog fighter, underdog babyface since Bryan Dempsey played the role with Daniel Bryan in his run to the title. What was it? 11 years ago. So yeah.
Matter of fact, that was WrestleMania in New Orleans.
And that was in New Orleans. Not the last time it was in New Orleans. The first time it was in New Orleans. But yes.
All right. Let's go to the men's elimination chamber match. I'm gonna say the women for last because that one has some juice on it.
It has a lot of juice on it.
Damian Priest.
Okay.
Logan Paul.
Okay.
John Cena.
Wow.
Seth Rollins.
Hey.
You and CM Punk.
Well, yeah.
And I think I'm missing somebody. Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Who's fighting Cody Rhodes at Mania?
They're gonna lose. So who can absorb the loss and it doesn't hurt them? It's not going to be Seth Rollins, I don't believe, because I believe him and Roman and Drew and all them, they got a little thing they're going to have to settle in some kind of multi-person match.
So you taking out Seth Rollins, you taking out Drew McIntyre, and you taking out CM Punk. They only left with Damian Priest, John Cena, and Logan Paul.
It's not going to be Logan Paul.
No,
because the world would hate that.
And plus he doesn't deserve it. He just came back, so nah.
John Cena, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest deserves it more.
Gotta go with Priest over Cena.
Damian Priest deserves it more.
So by process of elimination, the Monarchs are going Damian Priest to win the Elimination Chamber.
Except I'm not.
Except
I don't like it.
Because I think Cena's gonna go over.
You think Cena?
I think Cena's gonna go over. I want Priest to go over though. Because but I personally think they're gonna probably pair off Priest with McIntyre. And I think they're gonna have Punk, Rollins, and Roman go at it in a triple threat at WrestleMania. That's what I think.
So you Logan Paul and John Cena in your elimination.
Oh, look at Paul. Bump looking Paul. He should be the first one eliminated from the match.
Which he would not be.
He won't be, but he should be. Let him do his flippy crap, and then when all 6 are in there, somebody pin his behind and get him out the ring.
Maybe Big Jim comes out and takes out Drew McIntyre.
That'd be cool too.
So we got one for Damian Priest. We got one for John Cena.
And I'm saying it, not rooting for it. I'm just thinking. I'm just looking.
Honestly,
because I wanted to be the
John Cena has to beat at WrestleMania. So,
but I think it's gonna be John Cena too. I actually think it's gonna be John Cena. I wanted to be Priest so bad, but I think it's gonna be John Cena. I hate
same. I wanted to be the big Puerto Rican Nick. I mean, Damian Priest bad. I do, because I love that brother. But
the emo Undertaker.
Yes, I love the emo Undertaker a lot, but no, not. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go over. I want him to badly, but I don't think he is.
I've been thinking about this.
Earned it. He has earned it, but he's.
I thought about this long and hard, and yeah, got to be Johnson. Got to be at WrestleMania. So
yeah,
your biggest match, and you doing a retirement tour. John Cena getting a title match. It just makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. And you're gonna give him a big send off, and personally, I think
it's not his last match. It is his
no. You're gonna give him a big send off WrestleMania wise. I mean, and so I think one of the biggest things he's gonna do is probably do the honors for somebody. Although I know it's not gonna be his last match of his career, but he's gonna do the big. He's gonna do the. To me, this is how I look at it. He's gonna do the big honors, and he's gonna put over Cody.
Now let's get to the women as we get ready to cross the 8 o'clock mark on the East Coast. The surprising Roxanne Perez.
I really like her. I hope they do not ruin her at Raw.
She's not winning.
I know she's not winning, but I hope they don't ruin her.
Can I get to the combatants first, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Not you.
Roxanne Perez.
Well, Roxanne Perez. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Naomi.
Hell yeah.
Bianca Belair.
Wow.
Liv Morgan.
Hit me.
I'll see her.
What is
not that's your girl. Not that's your girl.
Bailey.
Bailey Cakes.
And Alexa Bliss.
Crazy Cakes. All right. Let me see.
There's so many ways you can look at this match.
Oh, you like that, huh? Cool.
Yeah, I bet you do. First, anyway, you can look at this match. First off, before we talk about this match, there is a tag team championship match between Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Raquel.
Tonight.
Y'all hear me say this right now?
Tonight.
You took it right up my mouth.
Yeah, Liv and Raquel are going to be champs again.
Liv and Raquel beats Naomi, and Bianca Belair become the new women's tag team champion. That takes out Liv Morgan in the Elimination Chamber match.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where the brainstorming starts to really get thicken.
Brainstorming.
You have Naomi in the match.
Get your feelings.
You have Bianca Belair in the match.
You wanna be loved by me.
The Jade Cargill incident has resurfaced.
Oh, my bad.
And there's a interesting wild card in this whole scenario.
Wild card?
Yes.
What say you, sir?
Cool McCain. Who took Jade Cargill place at War Games?
Bailey.
So while everybody's focused on Bianca Belair and Naomi, you do have a third member who somehow benefited from War Games, thanks to the.
So here's the way you have to look at it. Naomi and Bailey is one of those two.
I agree.
It could be both of them.
Because guess what? Who was out there when they was putting Jade in ambulance before Bianca left her match? Bailey and Naomi.
Oh, I forgot Bailey was out there. I know Naomi was out there.
Bailey was right there too.
I'm getting the feeling it's going to be a double turn. I just don't. No, not a double turn. I'm sorry. It's going to be a two-pronged turn, because double turn is someone has to turn face to heel and heel to face. But it's going to be a two-pronged turn. Two people are turning heel. I know that much. It's either going to be Naomi and Bianca or Naomi and Bailey.
I think it'll be Naomi and Bailey. I think that Crazy Cakes wins the Elimination Chamber.
You saying Bailey's winning the chamber?
No, Crazy Cakes.
Oh,
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
I would love. I don't.
Here's why. She's going dark. I think y'all.
They teasing it. They are teasing it.
Might be getting a female fiend.
They are teasing it.
I mean,
and think about it.
Mhm.
Here's my thing. He's saying Alexa Bliss. I can hear Alexa Bliss, but for some reason they've been wanting to do this match for a very long time, and I have a feeling
because I think they're gonna pull the trigger.
When Naomi and Bianca lose that title tonight, that opens up Bianca Belair.
That is who I think is going to win it.
But see, this is where I think so that's who should win it, I believe. But I think they're going to have Naomi and Bailey make sure she doesn't win.
I get your logic, but
the two finalists are the last two people: Crazy Cakes and Power Cakes.
I agree. I agree there. I think they're gonna make Alexa looks real strong in this match, but I think it's gonna be somebody from doggone it. Bianca technically is SmackDown too, but well, it doesn't really matter.
It needs to be somebody.
It don't even matter. Whoever wins is facing Rhea.
I know that, but I mean, yeah. But I was thinking the people from Raw. Liv,
Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Yolanda.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Liv. She's not
coming to the chamber.
Roxanne, she's not gonna win either.
Not Roxanne.
And I mean, and you would think it'd be Bailey, but I'm thinking it's not gonna be her.
Yeah, Bailey's been losing big matches
often. Yeah,
and you got
ever since she
everything for a minute.
Yeah, ever since she dropped the title to dropped the WWE the Women's Championship to Nia and SummerSlam. Yeah,
you got. And here's the crazy thing is that's why I brought up Bailey when I talk about Jade. Bailey was there when they was loading Jade into the ambulance, but you never heard Bailey talk about it. Took a spot at War Games, and you never heard Bailey mention it at one time.
That's really
when it was happening, she was trying to get into the good graces with Bianca because Bianca does not like Bailey
at all. Now that would make storyline sense because you can have Bianca say, "Look, I knew I couldn't trust that heifer."
And Naomi, you gonna play me like that for that heifer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Naomi and Bailey have been good friends.
Yeah, Naomi and Bailey like this. So yeah. So to your point, cool, you might be right. Although I think the juice is having Bianca turn heel, but I get why. I fully get why that won't happen.
Here's the thing: they talk. Somebody asked Bianca Belair about turning heel. She said if she was to turn heel, it had to be something big.
And I don't think this is big enough.
She doesn't mind turning heel, but if she's she said she's gonna turn heel.
She got John Cena.
I know she doesn't mind it. It's just I agree with her. It has to be something big for her to do it. This isn't big enough. I would if they're gonna pair off with her and Jade, I would actually have to have Jade actually fake the accident, and then that's how they tangle. But have her be part of it, yeah. Nah. This isn't big enough. This isn't big enough to turn her. Although I could see it, it's not big enough.
This is the moment? Is this the week that we officially see Jade Cargill back? We know she's been at the Performance Center the whole entire time.
What's it called?
But is this where we see her? Do we see her in Toronto? And she pulls, as my brother said, a Shawn Michaels.
Coming from underneath the ring?
No. Coming from under the ring and attack whoever did the attack to her.
Give that person a big boot and a jaded. That would be interesting. That would be.
But cool. If they do it, it'll be best if they do it when it's the final three. And I think it'll be, you got to be either Bianca Belair, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, or Bianca, Bailey, and Alexa Bliss.
Or, I hate to say it, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Bailey. But I don't think they'll do that personally.
Because me and Cool, we want to say when Alexa Bliss is going to factor in the main three some type of way.
I'll say this: if the women's elimination chamber match closes the show out, that's who should be the final three, and Jade should be coming up from the ring. Because that'd be a great way to end. That'd be a great way to end.
Well, we already know. We know how Triple H like to roll. So one chamberman's going to start the show, the other one's going to end the show.
Right. And I'm leaning toward the women ending it. Although I think probably people say, well, the men's is probably more important. But the thing is, for me,
no, I can see. I think I'm with you on that, but because I know what they're fighting for Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes got his own big thing coming. So
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody know Miami's the target.
That's what I'm saying. I think the men's going to start it because of what Cody is going to answer, yes or no to Rock. And I personally believe.
Well, somebody say that segment. Somebody just put in a comment that segment might end the Elimination Chamber.
Nah.
What's up, Brett? Brett says, now we're going to have an hour-long Rock promo with him trying to seduce Cody to end Elimination Chamber. If that happens, I might just not even come back next week, yo. I'll still be here. I'll be mad, but I'll be here. But they better not do that. But it could be something that they would do, man, because that's the thing, man.
I agree.
Rock just be doing whatever he want to do. Rock just be like, hey, you know.
Yeah. He does take takes liberties with being the
but to be honest though, I don't see the Rock saying we should end the show with me talking to Cody. I don't see that.
You don't?
No, I don't.
You don't see the Rock saying that?
No, I don't.
I can see the Rock saying that.
Crazy work, Playmaker. That is crazy work.
In that case, why did he come in the middle of the show or SmackDown?
Because he want to be at the end at the premium live event.
I mean, he didn't have to be. He had to be at the end of what was it, Survivor Series?
He can't be in the end of everything, but he gonna.
That wasn't Survivor Series. That was Black Blood.
Oh, that was bad. No, well,
that was Black Blood.
That was Bad Blood. Yeah,
he didn't show up in Survivor Series.
That was sorry. Yeah, end of Bad Blood.
He just showed up. That's all he did. No, but on
Guardian
this one,
corporate champion CM Punk is going to hit like crack. I don't see. So here's the thing.
I don't think he wants to do that personally.
CM Punk or Seth Rollins is not going to let each other win. Period.
Right.
Period.
I think they're going to let each other win.
Yeah.
They will stab each other so that they can't win. Like literally stab each other for real.
No.
It's more because of Seth Rollins. Punk, he just do whatever he need to do to win. But Seth Rollins hate him so much he can't. Him and CM Punk in the same vicinity is on site.
Now here's something that I think might turn all of our stomachs. What if even after the Elimination Chamber they involve Reigns, Rollins, and CM Punk in the main event because of CM Punk's favor?
You see, we ain't forget about that favor. We know that favor got something to do with WrestleMania. We already knew that. We just don't know in what capacity, but it has something to do with WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And remember, we haven't seen the Tribal Chief since the Warrior Rumble. So
correct. So it could be one of those ridiculous fatal 5 ways for the title at WrestleMania, which would be ridiculous, but I could see them doing it.
No, I'm thinking I'm still rolling with the triple threat match between Reigns, Punk, and Rollins. Just pure hatred.
I'm with that too.
A number one contenders match
at WrestleMania. I don't think you've ever had that. Yeah.
Backlash number one contenders match. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could even throw old Drew McIntyre in there if you wanted to.
No, I think Drew McIntyre's cockiness going to get him eliminated.
But I'm just saying, it could end up in that fatal 4-way too.
He could.
Somebody
I think they're gonna make him and Priest have a program.
If they go that route, that means Damian Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre.
Well, didn't he eliminate Drew at Royal Rumble?
Yeah, you eliminate him at Royal Rumble, and then you add another chamber to it. Drew McIntyre.
Flip it. Yeah, have Drew eliminate Damian Priest.
No, because Damian Priest ain't that. No, you got to be. Drew has to lose to Damian Priest because that would send Drew off more like he already is.
You don't have to be sent off any more than he already is.
Like, why is you keep ruining everything I'm trying to do here? And Damian Priest being as cold as he is, he will get in Drew McIntyre's head.
Yeah, that's the big Puerto Rican big Puerto Rican brother for you.
The big Puerto Rican figure.
So yes, Damian Priest will have to eliminate Drew. Drew get pissed off at Damian Priest because he got him twice in both big matches, stopping him from getting to WrestleMania. Drew can't. Drew cries about everything. Remember, you gotta give Drew something to cry about.
He can win the match and cry, so it don't matter.
That's true too, though. That is true as well. They win and cry. That's true too. These are all valid statements.
I won the match, and you mean to tell me you all booed me, and you didn't appreciate a real man winning the match? Yeah, he'd boo about. He'd cry about that.
So I mean. Damian Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre. That sets up WrestleMania for them.
Screw you and screw all of you.
Lose the Big Jim. What happened to the game I love? Yo, they building up Big Jim. They building up Big Jim like they should have last year before they had that match. They're actually building him up. He should be
finally building him up.
He should leave United States champion.
Yeah.
Because what is Shinsuke doing with it? Nothing.
Not remember. And what they and what they're doing with it, cool. They're going slow with it, cool. They're going slow with Big Jim. They're taking it slow.
Yeah, all you gotta do is, it's not hard to beat the fake Sith.
No, it's not. I love that. I love that. Fake Sith. I like that.
Well, once the fake Snip get rid of LA Knight first.
Yeah.
You forgot that part, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
LA Knight. No.
Wow. Cool is not going to forgive you for that one.
No, I like LA Knight, but I'm just doing it like how WWE is booking him.
Right.
I actually like him, but they're booking him to be basically mid-card fodder.
Hey man, you're gonna have so many people at the top at the same time.
I agree.
Well, Shinsuke's has been or never will be one of those people.
No.
He's just a dark Sith with some face paint.
As you say, sir, facts.
All right, so John Cena is the pick for the Monarchs on the men's side, surprisingly. You're doing a retirement tour.
Reluctantly, he's the pick for me.
Yeah, we don't like it. But
I don't like it at all. Because I'm with Cool. I wanted to be Damian Priest in the worst way.
Cool's got Alexa Bliss before she goes to the dark side again.
I don't mind that though. I actually don't mind Alexa Bliss.
Me and Cole Johnson, we going Bianca.
I think it's gonna be Bianca. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to eventually pull the trigger on. They're gonna have to eventually pull this trigger on Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Eventually.
Jade and Bianca though versus Naomi and Bailey's are pretty good. That's true.
I agree.
Triple threat with Liv and Raquel.
We will see starting tonight.
So what they're going to turn Liv and Raquel face?
Nah, triple threat. Liv and Raquel never be face.
No, he's saying they automatically in because they'll be the champions.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Jade and Bianca would be the faces. And then Naomi and
Bailey would be the heels.
They'll be the super heels.
They'll be super heels.
They'll be the super heels and Liv Morgan.
Liv and Raquel are probably the super heels in any thing.
No, not if it is what it is. That not if Bailey and Naomi was the ones who attacked Jade. They'll become the super heels.
You mean now the turn is fresh, basically?
But everybody hates Liv. Like everybody hates Liv.
Everybody hates Liv because she's hanging with Dirty Dom.
No.
They still be hanging with Dirty Dom.
No, they hate Liv because she's a thirst trap.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I mean hanging with Dirty Dom.
Slut puppet.
She can hang with dirty draws. It don't matter. She's thirsty.
Thirsty heifer.
So as soon as she stopped hanging with Dirty Dom, people like her again.
I won't. She annoying AF. And I'm saying that in love because I'm liking the fact she's embracing her heel role. She's annoying. I love it though, but she's annoying.
She's like the Dolph Ziggler or the Ryan Nemeth of the women's division.
She's more Dolph Ziggler than Ryan Nemeth.
But it's the same person. That's why I said that.
She can wrestle.
Why you have to take a shot at his brother? That's the cold part.
Yolanda says Rhea spanked Bianca's cakes in NXT. Oh, I remember.
And unfortunately, she probably will be spanking them kegs at WrestleMania if they go at it now, because Rhea's the it girl in WWE today.
Oh, Bianca, if y'all do have that match, spank her back.
Yes, I remember that. That was before Rhea decided to lose to Charlotte,
and then become the goth girl.
Yeah, and then it sent her into the goth direction that she's at now. Yeah.
All right, man. We went 17 minutes over than we normally do. Y'all lucky. But we're on the road to WrestleMania, so this was happens.
It probably won't be the last time.
It probably won't, because when whatever happens at Chamber going into next week's Raw, might be a lot of stuff to talk about. But as The Rock would say, know your role and enjoy the ride that we are taking you on to Las Vegas.
The problem with Rocky is he's driving drunk.
So, at least he ain't writing stuff on his arm no more.
Or hand.
All right, let's get up out of here.
He's repeating 5 times.
It's time to begin the go home week for Elimination Chamber.
All right, good people.
Enjoy.
We got 2 things for you. Number 1, make sure you tell 4 people who you think are your friends and you think like you, and 4 people who may not. Just because they may or may not like you does not mean they won't like us. Actually, they will like us. And number 2, it's never where you start. It is always will be and always can be and shall be where you finish. That we out.
And Rocky should not be at the bar.
But he will be.